Craig Kessler with Advertising Solutions here. I'm going to give you a quick demo today in terms of how a church organization can use iZigg mobile media to communicate with its congregation. In a nutshell, the power of mobile media is the ability to communicate with a large or a small group of people very quickly, easily, and efficiently. 97% of all text messages are read within the first hour, 80% within the first 5 minutes. One of the basic premises with text message marketing is it's very simple to use and set up, as I'll show you today. It's completely safe and spam free. Only those who have opted into a channel will receive messages, and messages will not be received from other places. Unlike email, where we all get unwanted emails from different sources, that is not the case with text messaging. Okay, with our demo here today, I have a sample group put together for church organizations. I have different subgroups set up, and we can set these up however would best fit your organization, your church. I have one for choir, deacons, education, men's Bible study, the entire congregation, women's Bible study, and youth group. The first thing I want to show you is how you add people to a database. How do you get people into the system so you can send them text messages? And there's 3 different ways to do that. The first of which I want to show you is through a web widget. And the system, as you create the different groups, automatically will create this for you. This can be posted on a website. This can also be sent out as a link in the form of an email, and your church members can add their name. You can also have them add their email address if you'd like as well here, their cell phone number, and again, as many different subgroups as one would want to create for the church. People can check as many of these different groups as they would like, and their cell phone number will be added to each of these separate databases, which you can send messages to each one individually or all of them to combine, whichever you would prefer. So that's one method in terms of getting people opted in. A second method would be you can manually enter phone numbers in. This works out fairly well if you have a smaller group. You necessarily wouldn't want to do this for the entire congregation, but if you had a smaller group of people, you can just add their cell phone number, you can add their name then, select whichever group you want to have them be a part of, click add, and you can add more than one if you'd like, whichever you would want to do. If there is an email added to the subscriber, the system can send the same message in the form of a text as well as an email if one chooses. And then the third method to add a person to one of the databases is the most standard for text message marketing, and that's for someone to write from their cell phone text your keyword to the short code, which in this case is 90210, the most memorable 5-digit number in the world, and that cell phone number will be added to to your user group. Let me give you an example how this is set up. Here's a sample one that I have for a keyword that I have put together, mobile revolution. Here again is my keyword. The initial response someone would get back when they would text mobile revolution to 90210. This is the message they would get back. So again, very simple and easy to do. This would be beneficial to use possibly a separate keyword on your website for people maybe just wanting to get more information about your church, any marketing information that the church publishes. Add a keyword and a short code, and then you can create a group of people expressing interest in learning more about the church or the different church functions, and then you can communicate to them via text message details about events that you're having, open houses, different things of that nature. Alrighty. In terms of sending a message, again, very super duper easy to do. Let me go down to the demo group that I put together here for churches. I could send the same message to as many of these different groups as I check. In terms of sending a message, I would just type out who it's from. Obviously, you would put the name of your church there and type out whatever your message would be. Obviously, I'm just doing a sample one so you can see what it looks like. Gives you a preview over here. You have 160 characters per message. Gives you a character count down here so you can kind of see how close you are to reaching your limit. If I clicked send message right now, this message would automatically be sent to every single subscriber in every single group that I would check over here. Or a second option is if I wanted to schedule messages to be sent at a specific day and time, one can do that as well. Handy if you're have an idea or something early in the morning, late at night, when obviously you don't want to be sending someone a text message. You can have it be scheduled for a specific day and time. Okay. One other feature that I want to show you very quickly is the ability to create mobile web pages. And with these, you're not limited to 160 characters. You're basically creating a web page, a mobile-friendly web page. You can enter as much text as you would like up top. You can include up to 5 photos with description for each. Most of these I had together for a restaurant demo, but obviously I love to include pictures of my children in things that I do as well. And then again, I just have a little bit of text here, but you can include as much text as one would want with each of the photos then too. This could be very handy to send out information. Let's say it's a Bible study group, something of that nature, and you wanted to send out information on a class, something like that. You wouldn't necessarily have to re-type text that you might have saved from a different document. You can just copy and paste it in here, again saving a ton of time. You don't have to include photos, but you do have the option to include up to 5 photos, again with as much description as one wants. So this might be good for a Bible study group, a youth group, things of that nature. I think it would be awesome to be sending messages out to youth group, possibly even daily, but kind of cool to have a message scheduled to be sent out each morning, maybe before the youth might be going off to school, to kind of get them focused on obviously things that are the most important in life. Other uses for this, if you had the entire congregation in a database, you can send out a daily prayer or a weekly prayer. You can communicate with the congregation in terms of maybe those who are sick or ill very quickly and efficiently, so people can go to a hospital to pay a visit, or obviously send up a prayer, anything of that nature too. So very quick, again, a nice overview of how iZigg Mobile Media can benefit your organization. I'd be happy to show you this in more detail, answer any questions that you have, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a super day.